Woo, what's going on, guys? It's your host T-Dub here, and we are back for another interview session. But instead of a team talk, it's an interview with our defending champion, ExteriorGuide46, and we got him in the booth. Let me just unmute him real quick. And Exterior, what is going on, buddy? All right, like any time, just make sure your audio is included. All right.
Yo.
All right, there we go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get underway. Let me make sure that the Twitch feed isn't lagging. Okay, because with the team talk with Trifecta, it was lagging a little bit. We will do that again on Monday, just for you viewers out there. So let's go ahead and get into the questions. So, Exterior, first question is, how did it feel? You were in every event and you were consistent, but you just couldn't get that win until the 6th event out of 7 events. You won at Midway Madness. How did it feel to finally get that win?
Finally.
Right.
Been doing it since Surfers Paradise South or whatever it's called. And I finally got it.
Yeah, it was a long time coming, and it's about time. I'm sure you felt really relieved.
Yeah.
All right, so then the next question going on from that, and then how did it feel for the very next event at the finale to clinch the very first championship at FHDL?
I was happy, but I think if Kiz Hyper was not Kiz or whoever he goes by now was there, it would have been a lot harder.
Yeah, and with the Aussie brothers right on your tail too as well, but it definitely been interesting. So speaking like I was just talking about how consistent you were. In your very first event, you picked up a nickname, Mr. Clipping Point. What do you think of people giving you that nickname?
I liked it because that Hyundai Genesis I was using on my first event, open diff, everything. It's just pretty much a street build. And I was just hitting all of them.
Nice. Yeah, and man, you were consistent nearly all season with clipping points. The proximity just killed you, so hopefully you can pick up with that proximity this upcoming season. And before I move on to the next questions, make sure you guys put in chat. That way we can get some live questions going once we get down with the ones I already have wrote down. So then, there's been some rumors about CTTD and Storm teaming up. Is this true or false?
It was true at the end of last season, but I don't know what we're planning on now. We might just stay CTTD and Storm Drift, or we might merge. It all depends on what we all decide.
Okay, all right. Also, since you are the defending champion, how do you feel going into Season 2?
It's going to be a lot harder.
Yeah, I'm sure you feel there's a big target on your back being the first champion.
Yeah.
All right, so speaking of Season 2, how ready are you for Season 2, actually?
I think I'm probably halfway ready, but I'm still working out just cars and everything like that.
Right. And you still got plenty of time, too, so no rush or anything like that. What are your goals going from last season into this season, even though you were on the top step of the whole season with clinching the championship?
With everyone coming in, I would like probably to take top 5 and up. Because with the everything going on last year, there's going to be a lot more drivers, everything like that. And it's going to be harder to get spots in the field.
Right.
So I'm just hoping to get into the top 5. But I'm mostly going for number 1.
Okay. So that kind of answered my next question too, which was if you think you could possibly repeat next season.
I probably could with the consistency every time I drift. but it's just gonna be harder with the proximity
Right.
than we would last year.
Right. And I do apologize to those of you that are trying to put in chat your questions. For whatever reason, it's saying I am unable to connect to chat. So let me see if I can get it to reload. So another question is, okay, now I got it to reload. So if you guys have any questions, please put it in the chat now. So forget where I was going with this. Crap. My mind just is totally drawing a blank right now. What? Oh, that's what I was gonna ask. So, I'm sure a lot of people are wondering. It's been a long off season. I mean, we still are in the off season, but it's been a long one, long wait. What have you been doing in the off season?
Really not drifting until like me and Blast Track, which he got the 100 surfers, not surfers, Byron Bay West. We've been pretty much just playing like shooter games on the off season until it's like last month.
Right, right. Don't want to get burned out. I totally understand that. All right, we got a few questions from the question master, T. John, head of Instagram for FHDL.
Oh,
His first question is, what is your least favorite car in the game?
no. Probably every car that T. John drives.
That's a good one. That's funny. So then, his next question is, what it was the favorite battle that you had all season last season?
Probably Midway Madness. Probably Midway Madness. All of those.
Nice. Yeah, and especially for you to win it as well. That just probably put it on with the
Yeah.
cherry on top. So then his next question, also relating to that, is who was the best drifter that you faced?
Oh, I really can't say because all of them, everyone I went up against were good drifters except for one person, which I didn't even go up against, but he was terrible. Uh, it's all your fault, Billy person.
All right. And just so you guys know that you will see a lot of hashtag "It's all your fault, Billy." It's an inside joke with a lot of the drivers here at FHDL. And Billy in the "It's all your fault, Billy" is exterior guide. As a matter of fact, we don't really have to talk about it because that drifter is competing again this season. Hopefully he doesn't get kicked again. He is on a very short leash. So then FDB the Ash asks, what was the biggest challenge last season?
Probably keeping up with all the high horsepower cars because with me, I like in the middle horsepower, but I push for a lot of torque on my car. So it's hard to keep up with all the high horsepower, high torque, and everything like that.
Nice, nice. And so going into this is kind of a personal question for me. Going into the first event at Surfers Paradise North in the parking lot, the Classic Figure 8, what car do you think you'll be running?
I don't know because I literally I've been working on at least 10 cars, and all of them are doing good on that track.
It's good, man. It's good. It's good to have a variety, especially with as much time as we have left till the season starts. Again, guys, just keep putting questions in there. We'll try to get as many questions as you can with our defending champion, Exterior Guide 46. John, again, has another question. Go figure. He says, who's your inspiration for drifting? I know, right?
Um, probably probably the first one just to be funny is probably Bless Track. But
Nice.
for real, I really just got into it because it just sounded fun.
Nice. And then so T. John yet again has another question. Um, he says, how do you stay so consistent with hitting clipping points?
You just hit him, and don't look back.
Very nice. That is a
It's a
very good
secret
answer.
too.
Yeah, it's definitely something you can't really tell other people, especially if you want to stay consistent. John, we can't answer that question. Um, but we're gonna wait a couple more minutes. So I guess Exterior, do you have any questions about FHDL this upcoming season?
Um, Not really.
You don't really have any questions?
Not at all. No, I've read through the rule book and everything like that. Have all my cars set up for it. Pretty much.
All right. So then I think I know the answer to this one. T-John has another question. What's your best drift car that you have?
Don't know.
You don't know?
From last season, I've literally messed with all the cars I used last season with the tunes, and I literally all sold them because I messed up every single tune. So
Nice. Well, I mean, sometimes it's just good to start fresh, man. I mean, not to talk about myself too much, but I'm actually starting completely fresh with ESDA. I'm not running Nissans or BMWs like I normally do. I'm actually switching to a Subaru BRZ for ESDA all season next season. So, also that as me my next question for you, because I know you were planning on doing it towards the end of the season last season. Are you competing or planning on to compete in ESDA this upcoming season next year?
I'm planning on it, but it won't be until like probably like the second or third event out
Oh,
of it.
okay. All right. All right. I guess we're not really getting any more questions in chat. He said, "Well, they're saying ask him about his Honda," and then T. John says, "Is your Honda slow exterior?" So, what Honda are they talking about?
Okay. It's another inside joke that I don't really want us to talk about.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and end it there. Uh, so I appreciate you coming by Exterior, and good luck next season, man. Hopefully you can repeat.
Thank you. I'm at least gonna try.
All right, guys, that was Exterior Guy 46, our defending champion. He is receiving a trophy that I will personally mail to him. Once it is finished, I will post a picture of it on the Facebook page, and then if Exterior wants to, he can post a picture of him once he receives it on the Facebook page, and every champion will be getting a trophy that is made. His is going to be made out of aluminum diamond plate, and it's going to be chrome gold, and then have the FHDL logo on it, and his name, and so on and so forth. So real quick before we head out, Forza Horizon Drift League is presented by Trifecta Drift Team, Forza's new up-and-coming drift team. FHDL is brought to you by Plantronics Gaming, sponsored by 110 Customs. We don't just give you 100% effort, we give you 110. Also sponsored by HKS Performance, bringing style drifting since 2002. Team 5 Zygon, Forza Daily Skids on Instagram, and Strictly Sideways. I want to thank you guys for coming out and watching, and as always, keep it slideways.